Hey guys, so first off, it snowed, which is nice, but it's gonna be like 60 or 70 this week, which is so scary, guys. So freaking scary. So freaking scary. So freaking scary. Anyway, but that's not what right now. Yeah, it's scary. But what I wanted to come on and talk about is a little bit of self-sabotage. Sorry, I get very distracted thinking about global warming. So yeah, self-sabotage. Yesterday and the day before, I worked on systems for my company, and I came up with something really, really great. I kind of mapped out everything that needed to happen for one client. That's a lot. And it's like, number one, it's good to have that down because now I can follow it as a system and know when things are supposed to happen and keep track of what needs to happen when and have it all down so I don't have to keep it all in my head. But it was really crazy when I wrote it all down, I realized exactly what I was keeping in my head. And it's a lot. It's like a lot. And a lot of moving pieces just for one client, just for one book. And it's just like, no wonder I was really kind of freaking out and avoiding things, to be honest with you, because I was just like trying to keep all these things in my head for more than one book. You know, like when things have to be delivered, what needs to be delivered, what needs to happen when. And so I felt a little validated, like a little bit better about myself. But so getting this system down was a big deal. And I was showing my housemate, and like we're like, oh, this is so great, blah blah blah. And I showed her, like, you know, because it's on this chart. It's called a Gantt chart, and it's like visually before me when things need to happen, and then there's like these arrows that go from like one thing, like, well, when this happens, this can happen, but it can't happen. You know, this over here can't happen before that happens, and like all this stuff. So it was really cool. And yeah, so I was explaining it to her, and it was really awesome and stuff like that. And then this is what happens. It's not good. She, as much as she's happy for me, and both of us want to get out of the situation, whenever I take a step ahead, that's really good, she does something to sabotage me. It's completely unconscious on her part, and I'm aware of it when it's happening, but I go along with it, so that's entirely on me. But so last night I stayed up late, I ate a bunch of stuff, smoked some weed, and I mean, I had a good time, but I've had enough good times. Like I need to be on task. However, I did wake up early this morning, and I'm out and about, like earlier than I have been waking up because I've been feeling guilty. So maybe that is a good thing. But the eating thing, not a good thing. So we're planning a 7-day fast coming up, and I need to be weaning my body down to less food. And I ate more food last night. So today I'm not going to be eating past 5. Be eating between. I mean, I've got like 5 days before we start this fast, so I need to eat like once a day. Maybe twice, but I'm gonna stop eating after 5, maybe 4. Anyway, so I'm a little disappointed in myself, and it's very tempting to. My hand's so cold right now holding this thing. It's a little tempting to beat myself up about it, because it's like, oh, you knew that this was happening when it was happening. Why didn't it stop it? You're so weak and blah, blah, blah. I can't believe you did this again. You're never going to get out of where you are. Blah, 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 blah. All these thoughts, all these voices just going on and on. And it's like, on the one hand, I want to be like, look, it's what happened. learn from it and move on. And on the other hand, I'm like, I am just letting myself off way too easily, and it's just gonna keep happening if I do. So I need to beat myself up. But I don't know. But that doesn't work either. That's been proven not to work. So I'm gonna take it in stride and just work extra hard today. I got a little cash infusion last week, which was good, but then it's like already spent, you know what I mean? It's like, and I'm feeling bad about that. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have spent that much money. But then I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, no, I needed to do that. It was like already spent before it even came in, right? You know, and all the big ticket things, I was like, yeah, I need that. Yeah, I need that. Yeah, I need that. There's one that I didn't need that I really wanted. And therein lies the problem. So I'm considering canceling that. Which on the one hand, it's like, okay, that would be a relief. But on the other hand, like, that just gives me more time to, you know what I mean? Like, I need a fire under my butt. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking right now. I'm going to consider that situation as I work out. And, you know, just, so what I'm going to do is, before, what I would have done is beat myself up and beat myself up and beat myself up. I felt horrible about it. I probably completely lacked the motivation to get up and do anything about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to accept the fact that it happened, and then I'm doing stuff about it. I got up and I went to the gym, going to the gym. And yeah, so I'm doing constructive things. So that's how I'm handling this. I disappointed myself, but I'm accepting that it happened. And rather than beating myself up, I am doing constructive things to, if not make up for it, to better my situation, right? To do the stuff that I should have been doing. So that's what I'm going to do. And that is something I can be grateful for, because it's something that I can learn from, right? So yeah, I'm not that grateful that I did that last night, really, to be honest with you. But my guilt did get me up earlier than I have been getting up. So let's say I'm not grateful for the fact that I did that, but I'm grateful that my guilt got me out of bed. So I will say to you guys, as I always do, you should always remember that you can choose to have a grateful day. My face is very close to the camera.